What's up, Third ID? This is your girl, Staff Sergeant J. Johnson, female type, Sergeant type, as my affectionate title proclaims. I am with 1st Platoon as a squad leader, actually. I just got promoted, well, lateral promotion to squad leader of Phoenix. We'll touch on what that is coming up in a little bit. And I got a special guest here with me, and he can introduce himself.
I'm Sergeant First Class Doug Lipnitz.
I hear you got the little one in the background. Doesn't seem too happy.
Yeah, she just got woken up.
So what's your title's responsibility in the unit?
I am Platoon Sergeant for 1st Platoon Blackhawks in Bravo Company.
Who are that? We gotta get more Bravo Company guys. We gotta. They tend to be skittish around here.
I think it's a sight of you coming for them for the podcast.
You know, the funny thing is, I get more resistance from Alpha Company guys to do this than I do Bravo Company.
I surely don't mind.
Yes. Thanks for coming here. Always a pleasure to have you here. And let's jump right back into it. We just started operation recently on the Isle of Abramia. We just started Operation Red Leopard. It is we're pretty much going to be there to deal with the drug problem they've been having recently. The last mission we've had was, let's not get into that. Let's go into the background story. The police are currently struggling to hold off an ever-growing force of drug smugglers known as the Abraman Rebel Alliance in the Republic of Abramia. The government has appealed to NATO for to help strengthen the security of their territory. So, guess what we're here for? Guess what we're here to do? Get rid of that drug problem. So we just met last Sunday with President General Ivan Dragan of the Republic of Abramia, and he informed us a few things. That it's led by Alison Timir. That sounds like major pronouncing names at ceremony. I just can't get them. And if it was a major, that would be shot at you. That's my shot at you for the podcast. It's tradition. I have to say one thing, but it says that Alison Timir is pretty much the person that's leading this rebel alliance, and our whole job is to basically bring that to an end and help them reclaim their country. Both Alva and Bravo Company, part of 1st Battalion, are going to be engaging in such efforts through. We should be in this operation roughly until April-ish. Depends on how the missions go and how we can get our foothold on that island. But we should have a good time overtaking it. Have you seen the map yet?
Yeah, yes I have. From the op order in Battalion Dispatch.
Indeed, it looks to be about 50% snow. So we're gonna have to get your parkas on, get your thermal underwear on.
I'm in the cold. It's all right.
Man, I die in the cold. I'm the kind of person that I live in Texas, so the temperature doesn't really get below 50-ish. But the second it gets to 60, I have a jacket on. I can't do cold.
It's about 40 here right now, so it's I'm enjoying the cold.
Well, you'll be right at home in this little icy mountaintop that we're about to go and get involved with. But in short, that's what our mission is. That's what Operation Red Reaper is all to be about. It's gonna be a short one. It's not gonna be nearly as long as Bronze Firewalls, or 22 missions. We're probably looking about anywhere between 12 and 16. So hope you guys can come out and have a good time and enjoy the mission. Next up, we're going to touch on another thing. We have a couple new squads that got made. We have Phoenix Squad and Twisted Squad. Phoenix is the squad that I'm currently running. We're a weapon squad, and we are in 1st Platoon of Widowmakers over in Alpha Company. And it was like a little mini merger between a couple old friends that are coming back to enjoy the game. And Twisted Squad is the 4th squad led by Corporal Samus, and that is in 2nd Platoon Hellhounds, currently being led by Staff Sergeant Hermanson and 1st Lieutenant Worrell. And they're also weapon squad. So I'm excited to see what the different things that Platoon and Command is going to do to rally behind us and get us something to do. If you guys don't know what weapon squad is, it is a unit that carries all the big, fancy, shiny toys. So we get to blow everything up. It'll be awesome. Be fun. But next up on the list, we'll talk about insurgency. So this isn't my field of expertise. Sergeant First Class, you want to help me out with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So recently, as of this past Sunday, the award ceremony, First Platoon and Bravo Company is now 100% all insurgency. So this has been a task spearheaded by myself, Second LT, Strickland, Captain Major, and Sergeant Laramie. We've been working together to get insurgency rolling and get a few servers up. I currently host a few servers just to test it out and see what mods we can put in there, but it's a fast-paced, close combat, not as grand scale as Arma, but it's a lot bigger than AAPG.
I was looking into it. Actually, you got to see a couple rounds being played. I think Captain Cantu was there, Sergeant Jackman, and Sergeant Laramie, and some other. I think Sergeant Sieber was there, and it looked really fun. I didn't get a chance to load in because I was just trying to take it all in and absorb it, and just see where my roles lie in before I jump in and people say, "Wow, you suck at this game." I do. So.
A lot of people are saying that's reminiscent of AA2.
Oh, okay. I didn't play AA2, but if anybody out there played it, there's your benchmark. But I'm actually going to get involved with it more. I'm actually excited to actually get into it because you know how I was big into AAPG when you guys were playing it. And I started to kind of peter off the end of it a little bit. I stopped playing nearly as much as I used to, but every now and then I poke my head in and show everybody that Sasson Johnson still can suck at that game and and not cry.
We saw you come in and out every once in a while.
Yeah, I try and make my presence known. Sometimes people forget. You get too many members, you forget who I am. I just gotta be like, yo, Sasson Johnson's still here. She still sucks, but she's here.
You're just trying to capture those embarrassing moments for the rest of us for the podcast.
Speaking of, I did catch one moment. I don't know if you were there when Major got violated in that one match.
Oh no, I did not.
I forgot who it was.
Is this certain First Sergeant in Bravo Company?
I think it was him, because Major was unconscious, laying across a barrel or something, and then I forgot who it was.
Yep.
Ran up to him and started reviving him, and it looked like he was mounting while he was reviving him. And then Major wakes up and goes, "No, I've been violated."
A screenshot got passed around, so yeah, I believe it was. I believe it was him.
Was it First Sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was funny because I just remember Major going, "Oh, help me, please! I'm a violator," and he runs past me. I was like, okay. I'm glad I record these things. That's like the best thing about APG. I can just go in, record a couple matches, and I'll always get something good.
Usually, there's a funny moment or two.
I made a GIF. I made a GIF out of it too. So I gotta find that GIF. It's somewhere on my computer. You saw the GIF that I made?
That's what I believe. That's what I saw.
It's the best thing. I'm gonna keep recording. But I'm sorry, Major. Please don't demote me. You just do it to yourself sometimes. Oh man, but that was a great part. But we're gonna go into something a little bit more tame. I'm gonna talk about the promotions that came out. So as everyone knows, we have our weekly promotions. Well, not weekly promotions. Man, weekly. Be funny if we just go. Sometimes in Bravo Company, I lose track. I see some people are NCOs now, and I'm like, that was okay. I didn't know time passed that much.
Yeah, most of us have been at a standstill for a little while, so I mean, it's definitely time has passed.
Oh man. But talking about promotions now, we have one person, which I'm very good friends with this individual, Sergeant Laramie. He's got promoted from sergeant to staff sergeant, and personally, I'm so happy that he's running CID because every single time I need something done, me being in PAO, he is always there for me. He's probably one of the best people to run that, to be involved with DMOS that I've seen, because I can just get a hold of them immediately, and then when I ask them to do something, it's almost immediate that I get a response or like the product back. So PAO and CID have been going great because of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And with his support in Insurgency, him and Sergeant Bowden, they've been absolutely wonderful. So it was well deserved on Laramie's part.
But again, congratulations, Staff Sergeant Laramie. Hope you continue to show everybody in Insurgency and everybody in CID how to do their job and how to basically be the best soldier that you can be in this unit. But we have two. We haven't had this many officer promotions in a while. It's usually just one at a time or every now and then. But we have two that got promoted from second lieutenant to first lieutenant. One of them being second lieutenant Worrell is now first lieutenant, and second lieutenant McGuffey is now first lieutenant. So I'm gonna touch on first lieutenant Worrell a little bit. When I first came in this unit, he was Corporal Worrell, and he was put in charge of Scorpions as my squad leader. And slowly, as the year went through and year passed, he's been doing outstanding. He's been amazing. He got thrust into platoon sergeant position after Sergeant Krasky left, and he jumped right into it. Was amazing. Did his job perfectly, and then he was made into a platoon leader. I personally believe that nobody else out there could have done nearly as good as he's been doing since he's been inducted into the position of platoon leader rather. And his stride continues to go as he goes to first lieutenant. So big congratulations to him on reaching that next little milestone. Hope to see you captain one day. Just keep going.
Ooh.
And tell us about second lieutenant McGuffey. Oh, first lieutenant McGuffey rather.
Yeah, first lieutenant. Well, he's a officer in the real military, so it's definitely a position that he is well versed at. He's been, prior to me becoming a platoon sergeant, he was my platoon sergeant, and he was an absolute asset to have, and definitely taught WLC well to me and to several majority of people here who've been through WLC now. He's a great mentor, and he's definitely well deserving of that position. He's always there and has a good head on him for any situation that the unit throws at him.
That's what I mean. Like he's been on this podcast before. He has shown truly that he's just a model soldier that one should just build their own career after. He's a great guy. A great friend and a great
just
battle buddy. Yeah, battle buddy.
Yeah, battle buddy. But yeah, just need a model after him to make sure you're not going in the woods by yourself without your battle buddy.
Okay, so I knew that was gonna come up. Okay, so this time we're gonna take a shot at Lieutenant McGuffey. But what podcast was he on? I think he was on the September podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
That I can't remember.
Go back in time, go through all of the podcasts, look for it as second Lieutenant McGuffey at the time it was. Listen to his story, because I swear it is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I almost died laughing on the podcast at that time.
It's the best story hands down thus far.
Go check that one out. That was amazing. You'll find out. Never go in the woods by yourself without your battle buddy. I wish I had like a sound bit I could play here, but I don't have that. Anyway, we love you, McGuffey. We love you, Lieutenant McGuffey, rather. So keep it up.
Cool.
So we're going to touch on some more things. Armor game changes. Not much has changed. Armor's pretty much on their stride right now. They just came out with Spot Rep 00062, and more or less they're just adding in a couple different things. They added a tactical ping. They added controls for muting players in a scenario briefing. They have separate difficulty options, and they fixed a bunch of new. They fixed a bunch of sounds, and they fixed the vaulting animation to make it actually look better. Not much changed, just a couple hot fixes. I think it was only a 1.6 gig update, especially since Apex came out. They're just trying to get Apex to be working effectively, in essence. And that's pretty much all we got to talk about involving Arma 3. But what about Insurgency? What's changing with that?
So Insurgency right now is, I mean, it's been out for quite some time. We joined into Insurgency late in the game, but most recent update, which I lost it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna. We all can't have 20 million tabs open like I do.
So the most recent update was in August. Sorry, October. It was a patch for a whole bunch of hot fixes, fixing C4 IEDs, RPGs, graphic issues, adding new textures to units. So they're updating it regularly, but they're more or less focusing their power towards making Insurgency Sandstorm. So that's due to come out supposedly in 2017, but who knows? They haven't made a real release date yet.
All right, sounds good. As far as America's Army goes, there was one update came out on the 21st. There was one that came out recently, a couple days ago, I think it was, but it was just a bunch of hot fixes. But this one's a more entertaining one.
Mhm.
They added 3 concrete jungle maps that was included to the official rotation. They added Furious, Rajuvni, and Raptus. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make you try and pronounce that word. I'm gonna send you this word, and you're gonna try and say it.
Rosneyev.
Is it Rosneyev?
That's what it looks like to me, but I'm terrible as well.
Oh, Rosneyev. Okay, well, Furious, Rosneyev, and Raptus. They were just added by. Furious was added by Losing. Rosneyev was added by Wolverine, and Raptus was 7 max. And those are user-made maps that was made into official rotation. So congratulations, guys, on getting that added into official rotation. Furious is more objective-based with the corridors and paths and everything that's more closed in. Rosneyev is basically split attacker spawn points, and it adds like a sort of. Excuse me?
It's a nighttime map.
Yeah, it's a nighttime map, and it more or less adds. It's more unique because there's not that many missions where you need nighttime stuff.
Yeah.
And Raptus is a bunch of tight passageways and a couple open mid-range that provide open mid-range firefights from time to time. There's 4 achievements that got added in. Shop local, you win any match on a user-made match. Gone hiking, win a match on each of the Great Outdoors maps, meaning Homestead, Rocky Road, Cabin Fever, and Stone Ruins. Which I think I played on Homestead and Rocky Road, and that's it.
I think you might have played on the others. I mean, they might have been less memorable because you probably would have gotten your butt kicked on them, like myself. But
well, that's why I don't play Throwback Thursdays, because I don't know any of these maps. I just basically wander in and go. I just learned what that Ruins map was. You know, the one where it's like they have the Bastion and the
yeah.
I just learned that map. And I don't know the call outs, because if you play with me, okay, Bravo guys, if you play with me on APG, you're gonna find out. Well, not Bravo guys anymore. Second Platoon Bravo guys now. If you play with me on that game and I die, I'm just gonna call out dead on my body. Got one guy. Like, where's your body? I don't know. There's a big building here, and there's horses. The stable, yes, stable. But come to find out, there's 2 stables. So okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you're still trying to learn all the maps.
Yeah, I've been learning the maps for how long it's been? Like 7 months. Oh, I'll get it eventually. I just gotta keep trying at it. Another one was Welcome to the Jungle. Win a match on any of the concrete jungle maps, which is just got posted in the update I was talking about. And Overlord of Overload. Win a match on Overlord, which is the previous contest winner, the previous month's contest. Then they had a couple of miscellaneous bug fixes, just tweaking the out of bounds systems and making sure that the messages appear properly and improves the FPSs on certain areas, generic stuff. But that pretty much is all we're going to talk about all the game changes we just been through. Now we're going to talk about the raffle prizes. Did you donate to the raffle?
Not yet. I will shortly, waiting on that paycheck.
I want to, but the Christmas is right there. I'm gonna set someone aside because I really, really, really want those things. It costs $10 a ticket. You purchase a ticket and go to the website and go to donation and ask you which one to donate, to the unit or to the raffle. Click on the raffle, and then it's the secondary prize is a 3rd Infantry Division baseball cap. We'll even see if we get a signed by Major.
An autograph.
Yeah, we'll get an autograph from Major on there. Just everybody signs it. I don't know. We'll work it out. I'll talk to him. He doesn't know about this yet. He'll find out now. He knows now.
Right.
Then we got the 3rd ID retro T-shirt, which is a really nice shirt. I kind of want that. And it's just an army green T-shirt with 3rd ID logo and the motto under it. Motto. And grand prize is a Track IR 5 optical head tracking bundle, including a Track Clip Pro. So, if you guys don't know what that is a system to where you can just you can plug a clip on your headset, and you have this head tracking thing you put on top of your monitor, and wherever you look, that's where your character looks. So if you're a pilot, like a brawler, you can just look around and look through your cockpit and whatever, and you can actually your guy's head move without using your mouse. If you play Insurgency, I don't know if you can look around Insurgency, can you?
No.
Well,
I don't think it would be that useful for Insurgency, but I do know a few other games that are out there. It's very useful for
any racing game, and like Arma especially.
Definitely.
I think even Battlefield can support it too. Battlefield 1. I've seen in other, in playtests, they look around on those little IR, on those I'm sitting there waving my hands trying to think. Those Oculus Rift things. You know what I mean?
The 3D headset. Yeah,
those big hulking machines where they look around and their guy head moves. So I'm assuming that it works on that too, but don't take my word on it.
Yeah.
But it's also an amazing thing. I think $10, and I think the head tracking software, the optical head tracking, that costs $130.
Yeah, I know it costs a pretty penny for that.
So if you pay $10, which we've had people win the grand prize by only buying one ticket. So if you buy one ticket, $10, and if you win, you get $130 worth of equipment back. Even if you win the secondary prizes. Baseball has these days cost $15, and you gotta know, even if you don't win, it's going towards keeping the server running, keeping the unit running. Because we don't ask for donate, we don't force people to donate. Everything is out of the kindness of your own heart. It's to keep the server running, keep the lights on, and give you guys a place to call home. Rest your head.
Definitely helps the Major out. Definitely helps a lot of people out.
Everything
helps you guys out.
Everything that we don't get from donations, then it comes straight out of Major's pocket. He doesn't pocket any of them funds. If we get too many monies, if we get too much money, then it rolls over to next month and it starts paying for that month's server costs. So it never goes in anyone's pocket. So, but again, a thanks to everyone who donated already or bought a ticket. Congratulations. If you win, next month will be the month that we actually pick the winner. So I'll be talking about the winner there.
Absolutely.
So
put your donations
in.
Put your donations in.
Oh, of course, put donations in. And if you don't want it, Staff Sergeant Johnson is always taking donations to. If you win a prize, you don't want the prize. I mean, my address is going to be right there. Just send it over, and we'll work out the paperwork as needed.
Are you going to post your address to people?
It's not going to post it right now. I want to get some weird stuff in the mail. You remember that time that you said that I was unfit for duty? Yeah, okay. Not gonna put all that out there.
You banned me from the server? Okay.
Yeah, you'll see what happens. Oh Oh man, please don't swap me. Don't do that. No, nobody in this unit. All right. So we're moving on to the next part. My favorite part. Your favorite part? My favorite part.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's the man behind the ranks section. So basically, this was made. Oh, before we do that, we have to touch on one more thing, which I completely forgot about, which is Friday Night Fights, which I just saw a post of actually before we go to Man Behind the Rank. We host it every Friday, every single Friday, and we've been doing it for the past 2 years. Well, pretty much been held by the leaders of Phalanx, I think. And it's a TVT event, so it is PvP, so don't get surprised when AI doesn't show up. But the Phalanx group is hosting it, and it's not mandatory. You don't have to go to it, but it's just, if you want something to do throughout the week, it's there. As long as you have CBA, ACE, Cup Terrains, RHS, all RHSs, and Task Force Radio. Once you got that, you're pretty much set in motion. It starts on every Friday at 1900 Eastern, which is 7 p.m. And you just join the Friday Night Fights TeamSpeak, which is going to be posted on the forums. Everything's posted. Major's posted it today, actually. If you the basic objective of it is the last team standing. You complete the objective, or you hold a sector until the mission ends. And there's a hard cap time limit unless the admin at the moment decides otherwise. So you get safe start. So when the teams get in the starting zone, they have 10 minutes to effectively brief their squads on the plan before the whistle blows and got to go out there. And you can steal radios, but you cannot steal uniforms. So if you kill somebody, pick up the radio, and you can just start. You have their frequencies now, so you can start basically telling everybody what they're doing through their radio.
That's
so if
nice.
you ever,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten involved with it because I'm not really too big on TBT stuff because, I don't know, I'm competitive. I am super competitive. At least in Insurgency, when I die, I can get back up and start shooting again.
Yeah, that's true. I always heard that's a really good time on TVTs.
Oh yeah, I played it a couple times before and I had so much fun, but I like to be a spectator. So if you're curious and you like TVT, join up. I'm sure they would have they're definitely gonna have enough room for you, and I hope to see you guys out there because I'm gonna probably be recording some of that in the future. Now that we procrastinated a little bit, now it's your turn.
Great.
Okay, so first of all, what's your name? Oh, gotta brief it again. It's where you see your TeamSpeak. You see them in TeamSpeak. You see them hanging around and just doing just basically being in their office, and 90% of them just sit in their offices a lot and just wait for stuff to happen. But now you know it's true too. I see you down there with your soldiers a lot, so I don't really know about you. But this is your chance to get to know them. You may be intimidated because their rank is too high, or maybe intimidated by other reasons. This is at least going to get you at least familiar with them, so you know that they're people too. So
absolutely.
Kick it off. What's your first name?
My first name is Douglas, but I absolutely prefer Doug.
So I've heard Doug is one of those names that you don't hear that often, and the only thing that comes to mind is I don't want to torture you by saying this, but there was a cartoon in the 90s.
Yep, I've always got it.
So they got a rough for that part because of that.
always been referred that way.
So is it like you said your full name's Douglas?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You got a middle name?
Charles.
You don't really strike me as a Charles.
Yeah, that's was a choice that my mom made. She pretty much superseded my father and said, "This is what it's going to be."
It's like if you pick the first name, I pick the middle name. Okay, so what's your favorite food?
Ah, shit.
So that one was a tough one to sit here and think about. So I definitely love steak and potatoes, but if it was just one thing, it would definitely be potatoes, any kind of potatoes. love
All
potatoes.
right, let's do this. Let's roll.
Okay.
Definitely my
well,
Irish side coming out.
Yeah, you got that. Funny thing is meat and potatoes. That's you can live off that and be okay.
Steak and potatoes is like my absolute go-to.
Here, sir. You
So
can make the
like
first.
same thing as always. If you want to impress the Mr. Lipnitz here, then you can just give him some steak, give him potatoes, just get that fast track to his house. Guarantee he'll be in a good mood and he might promote a couple people. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not in his mouth. Oh man.
Grenades
But
in there,
so have you seen the movie The Martian?
Here, 8 out.
Yes, absolutely. It was a great movie.
So so you could pretty much live like that and be okay.
Yeah. Potatoes and ketchup. Yeah. Vicodin near the end.
The right side.
Yeah, he was just
clear.
eating potatoes all day, every day, and you could live like that and be okay.
Yeah.
Might have to get take up on that. Take out into the woods to give you nothing but like a 100-pound sack of potatoes and just say pick you up in a month.
I don't know if I'll be able to grow them into more potatoes, but
I mean,
Yeah, one
I
pound.
think you only need to consume like a pound of food a day, and if you have a 100-pound sack of potatoes, that'll last you more than a month. Well, about
Yeah.
a month.
I could
But
survive.
we'll work it out. We'll get the. I'll send you out there with Lieutenant McGuffey, and he likes to go hiking, so you can do
I
that
just
with
push.
him.
I'll watch the
I
right side.
enjoy that as well. It's not something that's foreign to me.
So, when's your birthday?
July 5th. Always celebrate on the 4th, though.
Yeah, that
My
goes
grandpa's
right
July
side
4th.
still.
Yeah, it's I was born on the 5th, and since everyone's around on the 4th, we just celebrate on the 4th. So
So,
Remember that right, so
you
stay on that
are
right side.
the
oldest.
You're the oldest. So what year?
1988.
Okay, you beat me by 2 years. You win this round. You win this round, Sergeant.
Oh, what we're winning rounds now? What's up with this?
Well, I was in 90, so actually I think you have almost exactly 2 years on me because I was in June 12th.
Okay.
Ballpark. So,
Almost.
so we did hear the little one in the background. So is that the only one or you got more?
Nope, that's my first one,
got it,
born this past November, the 26th. So it's
Oh,
been
wow.
it's been an adjustment. So
that
It
was
is-
she's
Brand new.
yeah, just a little over a week old.
Oh wow. No, that's why you have to disappear every now and then.
Yeah, you gotta support the wife here. It's a two-person job.
Okay. Well, congratulations to your new baby girl.
Thank you,
What's her name?
Joanna Nicole Lipnitz.
That's actually a really cute name.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. We put together a list, my wife and I, and that was like the first name that came to. We actually had an easier time selecting our daughter's name than our dog.
Oh jeez. Oh man. Well, as far as animals go, I'm the person that always like names animals
G
after
at the
people.
back of the
So you never
street.
see me name like a animal Spot or
Yeah.
Rover or Billy or something.
Yeah, our dog's name is Bella, so it's
That's my sister's cat name. But again, congratulations to your new baby girl, and hope you have many more in the future.
right now my wife's like, this is the only one. I'm like, yeah, over time you'll forget.
Are you gonna squeeze out like ask her, see if you ready to start trying for round 2? Get another one, bake it in the oven.
It's definitely too soon.
Every time I look at people that are like 9 months, like well, I see siblings that are like 10 months
Guys,
apart, and I'm like,
fucking,
you really didn't
catwalk
wait.
up by Bravo.
Oh no,
Stay down,
I
Bravo.
could not do that.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, congratulations again. Hope you have many more in the future, and hope you can
Thank you.
sleep within the next 3 months.
Yeah, it's just going into a rhythm.
Oh man. You're
She
just gonna-
feeds, I'm up with her when she's not feeding.
What would you rather deal with? Would you rather deal with a crying baby or a squad of privates?
Definitely well, depends on who the privates are, because if they're all screaming babies,
I can name a couple people in particular, some NCOs.
And definitely deal with my daughter would be a lot easier.
Oh man. All right. Well, what state are you from?
I am from New Jersey.
You a Jersey boy?
Yeah, Jersey boy, but there's like this stigmatism around Jersey boys.
Yeah, as long as you don't spray tan, we're fine.
Yeah, no, not at
And
all.
use too much hair gel and all that other crap.
No. That's that. I'm from South Jersey. That is all northern central Jersey. I'm South Jersey, Pine Barrens, camping, hiking, cornfields.
Sounds great. So, what do you do for a living?
I am a graphic designer, but I work as a clinical label designer.
Okay. Go, because I know what a graphic designer is because my girlfriend's doing that. But what is a clinical label designer?
So I didn't know at first when I applied to the position what they did as a whole because the description was so vague. But I work with clinical trial drugs, so drugs that come out that companies want to test to bring out into full market. I design the labels that go on the trial materials, stating the caution statements, who do you need to contact if you have an adverse reaction, the drug strength, randomizations for dosing patients, etc.
So you make the idiot labels?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that some of those things are like, oh, you have you have a vial of battery acid, and it says keep away from eyes and mouth.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's like the text is given to us, but like half the time you're looking at the text, you're like, really? Do you have to state this? Keep out of the reach of children? Really?
Oh yeah, it's a revolver. Keep out of the reach of children. Oh man, but yeah. Well, you are the reason that people are alive today.
Yeah, that's it's an awesome experience. The job is really stressful and tough at times, but I mean, you get those patients that come through and say, "Thank you, you actually saved my life." And there's stuff that's for compassionate use for cancer patients, or we've seen AIDS vaccines come through, which is absolutely amazing to see come through.
Awesome.
And I mean, of course, they're trials, so you don't know if they'll work, but you're helping other big companies out to get these out on the market or through to the patients so that they can see if this works.
Man, you gotta love 'em.
As long as basically you're just you're the middleman, and basically you make all the labels and you get them distributed to the right people where they have to go. So you're basically a really crucial part of the chain.
Correct. Yeah, my company is a smaller company, but we're a middle person for a lot of big names. We're a supplier, so and we also do research and development for them as well if they want that.
All right, that sounds awesome. So, do you have any tattoos?
No, I do not have any tattoos.
Oh, you have a canvas. You have to paint it.
Maybe in the future, but currently no tattoos. I've thought for a long time. I actually even like designed a few that I thought about getting and then scrapped them.
Hey, you never know. Might be something on your bucket list later.
Yeah, definitely don't want a tribal tattoo like a certain other Sergeant First Class.
Wait.
Last
Who?
podcast.
Oh,
Sergeant First Class
Sergeant
Jackman said he
First
was
Class
tribal.
I think I commented on that, but I forgot.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
You're
man.
like, please don't get that.
Because I almost got tribal also, but the tattoo artist talked me out of it, so I ended up getting like actual designs.
Yeah, it's overdone.
Yeah, unless you're like actually a part of some tribe. If you're a part of a tribe, then go for it.
Yeah.
So, if you could have any superpower for 24 hours, what would it be?
So this is a tough one because my favorite superhero does not have superpowers, which is Batman. Hells yeah.
Money is a superpower.
I don't know if
counts.
it's necessarily a superpower.
It totally counts because it is what he uses to stop bad people.
Okay, well, that would be my superpower then. But for shits
Just
and
have an
giggles,
endless well of money.
if it wasn't a superpower, then I think I would choose flight because I absolutely love flying.
You know, I always thought about flying, but I'd be terrified that my flight power turns off while I'm flying. That would terrify me.
Oh, the impact would take care of you. No worries.
Oh yeah, forever.
You
I would
wouldn't
always
feel
go flying
thin.
with a parachute.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. A wingsuit
Oh,
or something,
man.
maybe?
Hmm?
Wingsuit?
Well, windsuit only does so much.
Here we go.
It makes you go. It turns your downward fall into lateral movement, but it doesn't slow you down at all.
Well, usually
Grenades in, grenade out.
they're coupled with parachutes as well, so
Yeah,
that's what
it
I was
is.
going for.
It doesn't slow you down at all.
Okay, I'm pushing after this. I'm pushing after this grenade.
So next up on the list, when you're not
Go, go,
working
go.
in the
I got
third
right, I
ID,
got right. I'll watch right.
what are you doing?
Right to
So,
Fun.
I brew my own beer. So that's like a passion of mine. My wife gives me a lot of crap because I use a lot of my resources to brew my own.
So you just made half the unit turn their volume knobs higher.
Yeah.
now.
I know
Yes,
Captain Cantu has been bugging me for a long time to send him some, but it's illegal to send alcohol through mail, so
So that means I have to go to Jersey to get it.
yeah. If you live near me, then you're absolutely more than welcome to come by for a while.
Captain, we got a plan. We're gonna take that ship that we were on back when I visited you. We're gonna board it, pirate it, and just see. You're on the coast. We can make it happen.
Just like our last
Yeah.
round, we got this.
It's a good area. Philadelphia. You can visit Philadelphia.
Hey, when I show up on your doorstep, yeah, just don't. Oh, you got a kid. That might change things.
Yeah.
No, no, stop it. There we go. Okay, go.
Then I won't be sleeping for a couple days.
Yeah, no
Oh,
one be
shit.
sleeping.
Shit! Fuck, there can't be the right
But
side.
other than that, I
fucking
play
there.
D&D with my brother and First Sergeant went.
I keep telling them that we need to get a game
Seriously,
together.
Fuck that hallway.
I really want to get a game with me and all your siblings and First
That
Sergeant.
hallway's a fuck, yeah. I'm gonna
the
try to go
the
middle,
youngest
get that here.
Sergeant Heather Lipnitz does not play. She's totally against it.
Hey, I will get her to play because I already made a promise that I would at least try. So, Sergeant Lipnitz, little Heather Lipnitz, H-type, female type.
Yeah.
You just know I'm coming for you. We're gonna do this. Somebody
Yeah,
put a hit out on you, and I have to go through with it.
It's been a battle. I know Top has been working to get her on.
Pushing up on the alpha.
Yeah, well, you know, just let me know when she's online, and we'll work something out.
Are you fucking kidding me? I had the jump on it.
So, what's your favorite style of music?
Pretty much I like anything except for I'm not a big fan of rap or country. But I usually tend to stick
Yeah,
with
that one guy's just
rock,
camping
hard
top
rock,
that
and metal.
stairs. He has a really good
Got a
spot.
band in mind?
I love Disturbed.
Oh, a man after my own heart.
Yeah. It's a great group.
Ah, man. What do you think about the new singer?
I think it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. I know,
Oh, wait,
didn't
wait for
David
another-
leave?
I cannot remember. Like, I don't follow them that closely. I've never been someone to follow bands like religiously.
Because, it was just in the grapevine that he left and
Yeah,
he
no.
got with the band Device.
Somebody's always got to run their cock holster.
And I
I
don't know
have
if
no
he's
idea.
back
How you
with
guys
them
wanna
now.
do this thing?
Or
You
I
go,
think Disturbed is on hiatus, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we should
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta look into it. No, they're not on hiatus. They
Yeah,
released a
they
music
just.
video
I was
3
about
months
to
ago.
say
I'll take
they
the
just
middle side.
they released that.
Middle side? Yeah, because that's
Oh,
the fucking
okay.
thing, so good
Well,
job.
good to know.
Middle side. There is no
So-
side called the middle. It's left or right. You fucking
Where'd my
nerd.
questions go? I lost my questions. Bad Staff Sergeant. Alright. So, do you have any siblings? And I know the answer to that.
Yeah, I have 2 siblings. I have a younger brother and younger sister, in that order.
And everybody here, you already know them. Staff Sergeant Lipnitz and Sergeant Lipnitz. Is he a Staff
Absolutely.
Sergeant?
Yes, he's staff sergeant now.
There you go. I want to make sure I got it right. I haven't talked to him nearly as much, but I've talked to H-type, female type.
Yeah.
but I don't think I've ever talked to the middle one.
I just checked.
Yeah,
Maybe
the,
once or twice I might have heard his voice. That's
understand.
it.
Everyone says he sounds exactly like me.
Probably. I was probably talking to him, but thought it was you.
Probably.
What's the age gap?
It's about 2 years between Nick and I, and then Heather and Nick, it's 2.5.
So about 2 years. He had plenty of time to wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Enough time.
So, do you have any nicknames that I should be aware of?
I have quite a few. A lot of derogatory ones, a lot of good ones, but one that I've always gotten out of my group of friends and from gaming was Doc.
Clear the right side as soon as you
Usually
hit the
played a
garage.
medic or a healer of some sort, and I just was nicknamed Doc after one night. Somebody couldn't remember my name, and they just nicknamed me Doc.
That's awesome. I normally
Camp
play,
on this map,
like
walk
every
in
time
the
I go into a
stairs,
game, I'm
walk
probably either a healer or
up.
support or something, just cause it's needed,
You
and I
have
like
to
to
go
be the
up
person that
Mhm.
Stairs,
likes to feel
like,
useful. But I
there's
can't
only,
be a
like,
CLS
literally 3
anymore.
places we
Neither
get
can
off
you.
here in the
Back in
design,
AA
so
too, I used to be
gonna
for
go-
certain ones meat shield,
like, literally 3
and
places,
I
there's
got
only
tired
2
of doing
places
that,
we
so I
get in
eventually
Alpha,
just
and it makes it
run around
really
as
easy to defend
as
it.
medic, healing everybody else.
Oh god, that sucks.
So you play Overwatch, right?
Is the right
No, I
side
do
clear?
not.
I'm surprised. That's a game that I think you would do well in.
I've seen it and it looks pretty cool, but I've never had a chance to play it.
I just
My-
don't want to pay the money for it. If
Yeah,
it was
my
free,
time-
I'd play it all day.
My time has gotten limited recently with
Oh, for good
Joanna.
reason.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is when I'm trying to explain something to someone who's asking for help and they just completely interrupt me, and it drives me
You
up the
hate
wall.
being interrupted.
Not necessarily being interrupted as a whole. When I'm trying to explain something and get the thought across, that's what I hate, being interrupted.
Oh, so when you're trying to make your point, and then they start talking over you,
Yes.
and then when they realize you're talking to them, they don't stop talking. You just keep talking. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, like in conversation, you have people like talk on top of each other, and that's how normal conversation goes sometimes, and that doesn't bother me. But like when they're purposely trying to interrupt your train of thought, that's what.
Okay, I get you. So, what is a guilty pleasure of yours? Do you have any?
It's definitely the D&D. My wife makes fun of me for it. Coworkers make fun of me for it. So.
You know, D&D is not a guilty pleasure. It is a proud life.
And some would consider a guilty pleasure.
Oh man, I do love my D&D though. I play it all the time. I don't have a session today, and I want to make something for Wednesdays. Man, one day we'll make it happen.
Yeah. We'll have to send you our chronicle of.
Oh, he First Sergeant did that already.
Yeah, did you read through it?
Oh, God, you guys are sick. You gave me a couple ideas though. We'll discuss those later. Okay, what's something you could never live without?
Like a heart or a brain?
I mean, you could do that. They have those synthetic things now. Upload the cycle.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You could be a machine now. Probably my wife or another person. I mean, having that human interaction is the biggest thing to me. Being able to interact with people, and interaction just makes you not so depressed all the time too.
Okay, I can agree with that wholly. I like to talk to people and have fun, but you don't really see that because I'm sitting by myself in my channels a lot.
Play it safe, go a different way.
Well, come on out and you can hang out with all of us.
I'll pop down just to be like, I do that from time to time. If I see Stafford and Laramie sitting in his channel a lot, I just bounce down there with him.
Yeah.
But I try to make myself seen as much as possible because I'm awesome. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
So, next up on the list, Name one thing on your bucket list.
Getting my pilot's license. I am 2 hours in, and I've always wanted to become a pilot. I've just never had the resources or funds to do so because it gets expensive at paying for lessons and whatnot.
I hear it's extremely expensive, and I know a couple of friends of mine are taking pilot's lessons, but they're using the military to pay for it.
Yeah, that I wish I could have done that. I mean, it's always been a dream of mine, and I've just been like asking people to give me gifts. There's a airport near here that you can get lessons for gifts, and I've just been asking for that.
All right, well, now you know what he wants on his Amazon wish list is
There you go.
his pilot lessons. So, first sergeant went. If you ever want to give a wedding gift, a late wedding gift, then you know what to get. Oh man.
It's so much fun.
So, what's your favorite movie and why?
Now that I've revealed that I'm a Batman fan, Dark Knight was my biggest.
I agree
Heath.
wholeheartedly.
Heath Ledger was amazing as the Joker.
So, who's your favorite Joker?
So that's a difficult one, but Heath Ledger takes it for me because he played the psychopath that was needed for the movie.
I agree. Heath Ledger played a really good Joker, but he played more of the psychotic version of Joker. He's more cruel and chaotic. While my favorite personal one was Mark Hamill because he played like the comical, funny one.
Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, I did like him in the games. I did like him as well.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Jack Nicholson, who was pretty much the
that's
pure comedy.
iconic. Yeah, that's an iconic one.
Yeah, he was pure comedy, while Ledger was pure dark and gruesome, while Hamill was a mix between the two.
Absolutely.
Now, what do you think about the new one? The Leto.
I do not like it whatsoever.
You know, there's a little bit of love I have for it, a tiny bit, but I can give him credit because he tried. But he's probably near the bottom of my list on Jokers.
Nah, no thanks.
I didn't hate him, but he tried.
Yeah, well, whatever. You have a new person try it.
Oh man. So my favorite part of this, tell us an embarrassing story about you. I'm excited to hear it.
So it's not necessarily an embarrassing story for me. It was kind of embarrassing, but how I met First Sergeant Randall when the D is silent. I met him in high school, and we had health class together. And do you know what paper wasps were?
Aren't they the ones like you take that piece of paper and you put a staple in it and you shoot it through a van?
Yeah, so you could do that or just fold it up so that there was no staple in it, and you could just go up to somebody and just do it on the back of their neck or on their back or whatever and just snap it on them. Well, I had this a-hole sitting behind me in health class, kept snapping it on my freaking neck. Well, I didn't know the guy, and it was Randall, and he kept just doing it. And I'm like, dude, you need to stop. And he just kept doing it. And I'm like, this a-hole, like, what the hell? And I was like, all right, listen, the last time I'm telling you to stop. And he fucking does it again. And whoops, I said drop that bomb. He does it again, and I had this marker in my hand. It was the only thing that I could think of at the time. I was so pissed off at him. I just turned around and just drew marker all over his goddamn face. And the teacher completely caught it all, and she was just like, excuse me, and I'm like, and he's just laughing. I just start laughing, and she asks, Randall, do you need to go to the bathroom and clean up? He's like, yeah, I think so. And after that, we became best friends.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was just like in the middle of class, just everyone staring at me. I have this marker to his face.
Oh jeez. Did he have a big mark across his face?
Oh, he had a lot of marks across his face. I don't think I lived that down for a while, but It
Oh
was good.
wow, maybe he got a nickname from that. Oh man. Just don't piss off Sergeant First Class because you'll end up with markers everywhere.
It was the only way without becoming like completely physical and punching him in the face or anything.
Oh my god. Okay, so last question. Tell me about your proudest achievement.
My proudest achievement, if you can hear him in the background, is becoming a father now. It's definitely an experience that I thought I'd never get to have, and I could never imagine. It's an eye-opening experience.
Well, congratulations on that again. Personally, I'm not a mom. I don't really know how it feels. One day, I hope to be a mom. Yeah, Staff Sergeant Johnson getting out there with that. Staff Sergeant Johnson being a mom, whatever.
Hey,
But
it can be
one
done.
day, I'm hoping to be one.
Yeah, it's a great experience, and like you have someone else that's dependent on you, and that they're part of you, and they're part of your life now. It's not a matter of question.
There's a tiny Lipnitz running around.
Good game, faggots.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
scary.
my tiny Lipnitz.
Sounds scary. Tiny Lipnitz everywhere.
Right? It's scary at times.
You made it through. You made it through the interview. Congratulations!
Yay!
So, we're going to move on to one final topic we're going to talk about, which is the mod of the month. So, but after we get done with this, I'm actually going to include a segment where Sergeant Church is going to be talking about the website updates and all the other stuff. But I'll get him up to speed after we get done here. But we're going to talk about the mod of the month. What is the mod that you brought to us?
So, with starting Insurgency, we were looking at ways of keeping people on our server and bringing in a lot of people onto our server. And there's two modes. You can do cooperative or PvP. Well, cooperative, you could only have 8 at a time in a server. And, well, that was kind of disappointing because there's more than 8 of us at a time usually playing, and I needed to find a way to update the server to more people. And after some searching, I found this, and this enables 16 users onto our server, opens up a whole bunch of weapons, gives no supply. It's people a great intro to Insurgency, and allows a whole bunch of people on. Yeah, it makes it pretty easy, but to play cooperative, but it's a great way to bring people into the server. Nobody has to download it. It automatically downloads to the client via the server. So it's a great mod.
So basically, in essence, right now, is it 6 people period or 6 people between, like, on each team?
So it's cooperative. So it's players against computer. So it's 16 players against the computers it's allowing.
Okay, so that's actually pretty effective. Like, that would help with operations a little bit. Oh, and one thing we didn't touch on is that BCT for Insurgency is now up and running.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we're actually training on it tonight, and hopefully we'll have our drill sergeants ready to go, so that we'll have our trainees and recruits go through it as soon as they're able to.
Perfect. We got to get some more some RSOs for that and all that good stuff, and make sure everything gets completely up and together.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of that.
Yeah, we had our first operation with it, so I mean this past Sunday, and it was pretty good.
I'm actually excited to see how it goes because I haven't been to APG operations in a bit, but I might drop in for Insurgency operations same time as APG used to be at.
No, it's an hour later. It's at 2000 EST, not
Oh, it's kind of
1900.
late in the day.
Oh, it's where most of the platoon can make it, though. We're probably going to be adjusting our times here soon because I know that
I'm gonna try and make it next weekend, and just to show you guys how to do it. Just whatever Staff Sergeant Johnson does, don't do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see how she just ran? You see how when the first grenade exploded, she just got up and ran away screaming? Don't do that.
Don't shoot the AT-4 point blank.
I've seen people do that. It's hilarious because they both explode and somehow the AT-4 doesn't kill the person that shot it.
Oh God.
But anyway, anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
Nope, that's it.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us on this magnificent day. And
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, of course. And come back anytime if you got anything else to tell us. But permission to drop the string.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, this is Staff Sergeant Johnson and
Sergeant First Class Lipnitz.
reporting out. Stay frosted, ID. Rock of the Mars. Hurrah.
Whoop.